The start of another work week means another movie. Matt Perrin joins us now with your Monday movie musing.
Welcome to another Monday. As of right now, we have a new #1 at the box office. I say as of right now because less than $1 million separates the #1 film and the previous two-week winner, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This week, Ridley Scott is back in the director's chair, bringing us a sequel to Prometheus and yet another prequel to the Alien franchise. So is the movie able to weave the timelines of these movies closer together? Here's my take on Alien Covenant. The Covenant is the first grand-scale colony ship headed to a planet on the far side of the galaxy. It is made up of a crew of couples who have volunteered to start a new life on said planet. En route, a calamity occurs which causes the crew to be woken up early. Upon repairing the ship, they receive a transmission from a planet that is much closer and appears to be much more favorable for colonization. After some discussion, the crew decides to give it a try and an exploratory group is sent down to investigate. Upon arrival, everything seems great, and as one group starts taking scientific samples, the other sets out to find the source of the transmission. Of course, being a movie in the Alien franchise, we know that things are about to turn south. The source of the transmission is found to be from the escape ship from the end of Prometheus. Members of both groups become infected with some type of spore and try to rush back to the lander. It doesn't go well, and both crew members give rise to the pre-xenomorph creature that we've seen before. In the chaos and confusion that erupt, the lander is destroyed and more team members are lost before they are saved by David from the first Prometheus film. As the movie progresses, we learn what has transpired with the survivors of the first film over the last 10 years, along with what happened to all of the engineers of the same film. Of course, thinking you're safe and have been rescued from danger is always a foolish hope, and soon we see the eggs and facehuggers we all know and love from the original franchise. Before long, we have actual xenomorphs on the loose, the dilemma of family ties and loyalty, and a race against time for a rescue mission to be able to retrieve them from the planet's surface. With all of the suspense and action of an Alien movie, we are on the edge of our seat waiting to see who, if anyone, is going to survive, knowing that in these films, happy endings are hard to come by. So, what to say about this one? First off, I have to say that Ridley Scott has a plan for these films and is making the franchise his own again. A lot of people complained about how many questions and plot holes there were in Prometheus. Well, this one does what it can to answer some of those questions, but in doing so creates all new questions and plot holes for this one. So I'm guessing we're going to have to wait for the next one to have these questions answered. What the film does do well is weave together Prometheus and the original Alien movie. I watched Prometheus right before I went to the theater to see this one, and as soon as I got home, I watched Alien. Granted, you may not have a spare 6 hours to do the same thing, but I highly recommend it. It flows well as a Prometheus sequel, and then when you watch Alien, you're looking at the screen going, and oh yeah, I remember, I know that these type of movies don't normally get any kind of acting award recognition, but Michael Fassbender is just as great in this one as he was in Prometheus, probably because he's reprising his role from the first, along with playing another completely different synthetic as well. So kudos to Fassbender. If you've never seen Prometheus or Alien, this is not the one to start with. If you're a fan of the franchise, definitely check it out. It's fun watching it all come together. Now I'm just looking forward to the next one, which I'm sure will weave this one into Aliens. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
Up next, the curtains close on the world's greatest show, and Tyler has an update on the messy weather moving into the area. Keep it right here.